Portia and Nerissa. Portia, the light you see is burning in my hall. How far that little candle throws its beams? I can see a light burning in my hall. How far that little candle is throwing its beam? We can make out the effect of the candle because it's night time. If this candle would have been shining during daytime, effect of the candle would have been nullified. So shines a good deed in a naughty world. That's the way good deed shines in a wicked world. Nerissa, when the moon shone, we did not see the candle, but when the moon was shining, we did not see the effect of the candle. Portia, so does the great glory dim the less? So if the glory is greater the glory, lesser the less glorious deed. A greater glorious deed will always make a lesser glorious deed look marginal. So greater glorious deed will always look great. Comparison will always take place. A substitute shines brightly as a king until a king be by, and then his state empties itself. A replacement for a king will look grand as a king and function as grand as a king as long as the real king doesn't come. As soon as the real king comes, the substitute loses its importance, just like a small river loses its entity or identity when it merges into a big river. As does an inland brook into the main of waters. Music, listen, music is playing. Nerissa, it's your music, madame, of the house. Music from your house is playing. Portia, nothing is good I see without respect. Methinks it sounds much sweeter than writing. Nothing is good without the right situation. The music sound is more beautiful because it's meant for my homecoming. Nerissa, silence bestows that virtue on you, madame. Silence, music, before music was playing, it was silent. So maybe silence also made the music sound so good. Portia, the crow doth sing as sweetly as the lark when neither is attended. A crow's crowing will sound equally melodious or equally unimportant as the crowing of a nightingale if both are not listened to. When you listen to them properly, when you pay your attention, then you will see nightingale sings more sweetly. And I think the nightingale used to sing by day, but every pussy's cackling would be thought no better musician than the wren. And nightingale, when in daytime, when it will be singing along with the wrens and the quacking ducks, it will sound no better because we won't be able to pay attention to its singing. How many things by seasoned are, to their right praise and true perfection. Everything's value increases when you give the right compliment, you give the right praise, you give the right affection. Be so, the moon sleeps with Endymion and would not be awake. Oh, it's so beautiful, the moon goddess has come down to sleep with Endymion and it should not be awake now. Music ceases, music stops. Lorenzo, that is the voice, or I am not deceived of Portia. That is the voice of the mistress, or am I deceived of the homecoming of Portia? Portia, he knows me as the blind man knows the cuckoo by the bad voice. He knows me as the blind man knows a bad cuckoo along with a bad voice. I think I've got a bad voice. Lorenzo, dear lady, welcome home. Portia, we have been praying for our husband's welfare. I was praying in a monastery. I was indulging in prayers and meditation because of the welfare of my husband. With speed we hope the better of our words. Are they returned? Have they come back? Lorenzo, madame, they are not yet. But there is come a messenger before to signify their coming. But the messenger Lancelot came and said, Bassanio will be here tomorrow morning. Portia, give order to my servants that they take no note at all of our being absent hence. Tell my servant not to mention it to Bassanio and Gratiano that we will not hear. Nor you, Lorenzo, Jessica, nor you. Trumpet sounds. Trumpet started blowing. Lorenzo, your husband is a man, I hear his trumpet. Bassanio is come. We are no tales, madam, fear you not. And man, do not worry, we will not tell them that you were not here. We are not tell tales. Tell tales means revealing secrets. We are not secret revealer. We are not teller of secrets. Portia, this night methinks is but the daylight sick. It looks a little paler. It's a day. Such is the day when the sun is hid. This night is just like sick daylight. It only looks a little paler and looks like a day when the sun is hidden. Enter Bassanio, Antonio, Gratiano, and the servants. Bassanio, we should hold day with the antipodes. If we would walk in absence of the sun, if we have to walk in absence of the sun, I would have thought we are at the antipodes. Antipodes means Australia. Their timeline, their night and day cycle are different from that of the European countries. Portia, let me give light, but let me not be light. I'll give you some light, but I don't want to be a light woman. I do not want to be an immoral, characterized woman. Bassanio, thank you, ma'am. Madame, give welcome to my friend. This is the man. My friend has come, Antonio. Welcome him. To whom I am so infinitely bound, to whom I owe everything, to the core of infinity. Portia, you should in all sense be much bound to him, for as I hear, he was much bound for you. Of course, you are attached to him as he was attached to you. Antonio, no more than I'm willing of, but I must say that I have been repaid. Portia, sir, you are very welcome to a house. It must appear in other ways a scant is breathing courtesy. And please, I'm being verbally polite to you. I know you have come to our house for the first time. Graciano to Nerissa, by yonder moon I swear you do me wrong. In faith I give it to the judge's clerk. So Nerissa already started asking Graciano about the absence of his ring. He said, I gave it to the clerk of the judge, referring to Nerissa disguised as Balthazar's attendant. Portia quarreled already, what is the matter? Now we come to the ring episode. The comical, humorous episode that marks the ending of this book and this drama, Merchant of Venice. Graciano about a hoop of gold, just finding it because of a pile of gold, a powder ring, a small ring that she did give me, whose posing was for all the world like cutlass poetry upon a knife. And she's just talking to me about this thing, this ring. Love me and leave me not. Only a small craving was there in the ring, and love me and leave me not. I've just lost a simple ring where it was engraved that I have to love her all the time and I cannot leave her. But I've got valid reasons. Nerissa, what talk you about the posy? What talk you about the posy? Posy means words engraved on the ring, or the value. You swore to me when I gave the ring to you that you would wear it till your hour of death, that till your last breathing moment you will put the ring on, and that it should lie with you in your grave, that the ring will be with your dead body when you will be under the grave. Oh God, they're talking about death already. Though not for me, yet for your vehement oaths, but you lost it, not because you don't love me, because you made false oaths. You should have been respected. You should have respected my feelings and kept the rings. She was just pulling his leg. She knew it very well that ring was with her. Give it a judge's clerk. You give it to a clerk. God, my judge, the clerk will never wear hair on a face that had it. I don't think your clerk had a strand of hair on his face because you've given that to a woman. Graciano, he will. If he lives to be a man, of course he will have hair on his face. If he continues to live like a man, if he lives like a woman, then maybe not. Nerissa, if a woman lived to be a man, or maybe a woman was disguised as a man. She herself was disguised as a man. Graciano, now by this time I gave it to a youth, a kind of boy, a little stubborn boy. He was a boy, a stunted boy, no higher than myself, no higher than thyself. He was of your height. The judge's clerk, a prating boy that begged it as a fee. He wanted it as a fee for saving Antonio's life. I could not from my heart deny it him. I couldn't deny that to him. Portia, you were to blame. I must be plain with you. To part so slightly with your wife's first gift. You are to be blamed, for you parted with your wife's first wedding gift. A thing stuck on oath with oaths on your finger. A thing where an oath was engraved, that love me and leave me not, it was stuck to your finger. And so riveted with faith onto your flesh, it was stuck to the faith that exists in your flesh. I gave my love a ring and made him swear never to part with it. I gave my love Bassanio also the ring and I told him not to part with it. And here he stands. I dare be sworn for him he would not leave it, I'm sure. He stands there. He has not parted with the ring, not plucked it from his finger. Bassanio, why? I would best to cut on my left hand off. He's talking aside. And swear I lost the ring defended. I should tell her that I had a fight. I lost my hand and lost the ring defending it. Graciano, my lord Bassanio gave his ring away unto the judge that begged it. He also gave the ring to the judge who saved Antonio's life. He wanted the ring, he gave it to him. He begged for the ring. And indeed deserved it too. And deservedly he begged for the ring because he saved Antonio's life. And then the boy, his clerk, that took some pains in writing, he begged mine. The boy who was doing some writing work, he begged for my ring, and I parted with my ring as well. Neither man nor master would take aught but the two rings. And the master, Balthazar, and the attendant, they only wanted the rings. Portia, what ring gave you, my lord? Not that I hope you should receive of me. I don't think you gave the ring that you took from me. Okay, let's see. Bassanio's response in the next session. All the best. Bassanio's response. If I could add a lie onto a fault, I would deny it, but you see my finger hath not the ring upon it, it is gone. If I lie to you, that will be sin I'll commit, but you see the ring is not in my finger, it's my fault. Portia, even so, what is your false heart of truth? Your heart is so empty of truth. Body is empty. Of truth, you are lying. But heaven, I'll never come in your bed until I see the ring. I'll never lie down with you if you do not show me the ring. Nerissa, not in yours, till I can see mine. I'll also not come and will give you company, Graciano, if I don't see the ring. Bassanio, sweet Portia, if you did know to whom I gave the ring, if you did know for whom I gave the ring, and would consider for what I gave the ring, and how unwillingly I left the ring, when not would be accepted but the ring, you would await the strength of your displeasure. He said that you know whom I gave the ring. I gave the ring to the person who saved Antonio's life. For whom I gave the ring? I gave the ring for Antonio because he saved Antonio's life. and would consider for what I gave the ring. If you want to know, if you really know the reasons for what I gave the ring, and how unwillingly I left the ring, of course he was unwilling, he was not willing to part with the ring. If you come to know that as well, when what would be accepted but the ring? The situation was such that nothing would have been accepted on the part of that judge or the lawyer, who was Portia herself, but the ring. You would await the strength of your displeasure. Your displeasure will disappear. You will not have any strength to show any signs of displeasure with me. Portia, if you had known the virtue of the ring, or half of worthiness that gave the ring, or your own honor to contain the ring, you would not then have parted with the ring. If you have known the virtue of my love for the ring, if you have known why I gave the ring to you, because you mattered to me the most, you would not have separated yourself from the ring. You would not then have parted with the ring. What man is there so much unreasonable if you have pleased to defended it with any terms of ring? You could have shown a kind of enthusiasm to defend your ring, a kind of modesty to that person, not to part with the ring away. It was a thing that as a ceremony, that ring was given to you on a wedding ceremony, and you gave that away to a person. Narisa teaches me what to believe. I'll die for it. But some woman had the ring. I think Narisa is teaching me what to believe. We have given that ring to some woman. Bassanio, no, by my honor, madam, by my soul, madam, no woman had it but a civil doctor who was a lawyer. Which did refuse 3,000 ducats of me. He even said that he doesn't want 3,000 ducats from me. And begged the ring, for which I didn't deny him. Begged for the ring, which I didn't want to give it to him. And suffered him to go displeased away, and I didn't want him to suffer, to leave empty-handed and be displeased. Even if he had that help of the very life of my dear friend, because he saved the very life of my dear friend Antonio. What should I say, sweet lady? I was enforced to send it after him. I was enforced to send Gratiano after him to give the ring away. Remember Act 4 Scene 2? That happened. Act 4 Scene 1 he sent, Act 4 Scene 2, Gratiano went there. So much besmeared, pardon me, good lady, for by these blessed candles of the night had you been there, I think would have begged the ring of me to give to the worthy doctor. And you have given the ring to the worthy doctor. Portia, let not that doctor ever come near my house. Let that doctor never come near my house. Since he has got the jewel that I love, he possesses the jewel I love the most. And that which you did swear to keep from him, you swore to keep that ring with you forever. I'll not deny him anything I have. I'll not give you anything. No, you shall, I'm sure of it. Lie not a night from home, watch me like Argus. And you watch me like a monster with 100 eyes. I will never separate it from that ring myself. Narisa. And I disturb there will be well advised how you will leave me to mind your protection. Rational. Will do so? Let not me take him then, for if I do, I'll not the young blood spend. Antonio, I am the unhappy subject of this quarrel. You are fighting because of me, because my life was saved. Sir, grieve not you are welcome notwithstanding. Portia, Bassanio says, forgive me this enforced wrong. And in the hearing of these many friends, I swear to thee, even by thy own fair eyes, where I see myself, I swear to you, I see myself in your eyes, I swear to you, I am not lying. Portia, mark him but what? In both my eyes, he doubly sees himself. You see yourself twice in both my eyes. In one eye you see one reflection, another eye you see another reflection. So you are seeing twice yourself. I swear to thee, even by thy own fair eyes, where I see myself, the son you said. So Portia, in each eye one swear by your double self, and there is an oath of credit. Even both your reflections swear also, you have not given the ring to a woman, your swear loses credit. Bassanio, never hear me, pardon this fault, and by my soul I swear, I never will break an oath with thee, I never break any swear or oath that I take upon you. Antonio, I once did lend my body for his wealth, which but for him that I had no husband's ring, had quite miscarried. I dare be bound to give my soul open the forfeit, that your Lord will never more break faith advisingly. And I am swearing to you, Portia, because of him, I was about to lose my body, my life. Today also I am standing as a guarantor for him, and I am telling you that he gave the ring to a man and not a woman. Portia, then you shall be his surety, give him this and bid him keep it better than the other. Alright then, you will be the guarantor. Give him this ring, he has to keep it forever. Here now Bassanio swear to keep this ring. Take the ring. By heaven, it is the same I gave the doctor, the same ring I gave to that clerk. I held it up in pardon me, Bassanio, for by this ring the doctor lay with me. What are you going to say? Doctor came and was sleeping with me. He gave the ring to me or what? There is an pardon me, my General Gratiano. And that same stubborn boy, the guy you were talking about, the doctor's clerk, he gave me the ring as well. Gratiano, this is like the mending of highways. Everything is getting mended all of a sudden. In summer, where the ways are fair enough, are we couples we have deserved it? Are we cheaters that you are deserving this to me? That you are getting friendly with some other men? Portia, speak not so grossly. You are all amazed. You are all shocked. Here is a letter. Read at your leisure. It comes from Padua Nerissa, there her club. Nerissa was my club. Lorenzo here shall witness. I set forth as soon as you, but even now rejoined. I left as soon as you left, but I came back before you came back here. I have not yet entered my house. I have not entered my house here. Antonio, you are welcome, and I have better news in store for you than you expect. Unseal this letter soon. Open this letter. I've got better news for you. They shall find 3 of your advisors, your ships. Remember, the ships were destroyed. All ships are safe now. I am dumb. Bessan, where is the doctor? I knew you not. You were the doctor. How come I didn't recognize you? Gratian, where is the club? That's to make me you on the club. Oh God. I have got the club. Leave it out. It's on your syllabus. Portia. How now, Lorenzo? My club has some good comforts too for you. Nerissa, and I'll give him that without a fee. I'll give you the news without a fee. Dead do I give to you and Jessica from the rich Jew a special deed of gift. You receive all Jews well, the deed of gift from Shiloh. Lorenzo, fair ladies, you drop manna in the way of starved people. You're dropping manna. Manna was the heavenly food dropped from heaven for the people of Israelites to eat. For the people of Israelites to eat. People of Israel to eat. People of Israel are known as Israelites. It is almost morning, and yet I'm sure you are not satisfied of this evening's school. Let us go and enjoy ourselves. Gratian, the last speech of the entire merchant of Venice. Let it be so, the first interrogatory that my Nerissa shall be sown on. When till the next night she had rather stay. She'll be here now. Let's go to bed 2 hours today. When the day comes, I shall wish it dark, and I hope day never comes. It always remains night. Remain this night, beautiful night, with my wife, with everybody being happy, remains eternal. That I will continue with the doctor's curve, is not a new syllabus again. Well, while I live, I fear no other thing, so I was keeping safe Nerissa's ring. One thing I have to keep safe always is Nerissa's ring. I'll never part with that. On that happy note, when everything is ooh la la and hallelujah, the drama comes to an end. Therefore, it is known as romantic comedy. Everything comes to an end in a very nice way, and everything has got a happy ending. So go through the questions. Question number 1 to 12. Answers are provided. All the best. Stay well. Stay healthy.